seeing that Tariq is worried. Relax, it's not a bomb. Hello, and good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening. Good evening.
To relax, according to Oxford Dictionary, is to become less tense or anxious. Anxious or anxiety, in another textbook, is to be greatly worried. Worry comes from worry, and this brings me to my speech today. Living in a world full of red lines and deadlines, risks and danger, one's aspirations and dreams and society versus society's demands, we all became more prone to stress and to be worried. However, stress is like any other human emotion and reaction. It's a complex subject. One cannot judge it to be entirely good or entirely bad. It's a mixture of both. Sometimes stress or worrying can bring the best in a human being, and sometimes it can bring the worst. If I dare to ask one of you to give me an example of how people overcame stress and worrying, people like me and you, he would have a whole bunch of ideas and stories lying there just in the back of his mind, ready to be told. However, standing here today in front of you, I choose to tell mine. And because it's my speech and it's my story, I choose to tell it differently. And by doing differently, I mean, here we go. I did everything right, yet I failed. I followed every rule, yet I'm jailed. Promised joy, muffled pain, to get myself a shredded soul. Believe in everything I've been told. We know better, they shouted and claimed. In us you trust, and rose ahead. So part of me fell to the spell. Yea, ahead of me a predetermined world. The Garden of Eden you will own. A key to glory you shall have. Keep on going, I've been asked, with the soul's flame of light. A purpose in life I set out to find. Why I'm here myself, I asked. Why I was the person I am. How to laugh when feeling sad. How to be happy, I might add. Enjoying life with little I had. How to accept what I'm really not. How to embrace what makes me sad. How to break the very cell I've made. A cell made of fearing fate. Oh dear, here I am to confess my darkest of fears. Of failure I was afraid. Of fearing I cannot escape. Time and time my life had gone, looping that circle round and round. But lessons were taught, and life was school. Lessons so hard, you cannot ignore. Worry not of things you do not control. Worry not of things you do not control. Worry not of things you do not control. Thank you.